If you want to see how these was created, stay tuned to my YouTube channel. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and let's go. Hello, welcome to my channel once again. This is Ke-KeSlays, and today we are gonna do a duplicate set of these pretty inspired Louis Vuitton nails on myself. So stay tuned for the results. Okay, and we're back. So now we're gonna dehydrate the natural nail. This does not need to go on the whole entire nail, just your natural nail. Don't need to go on the nail tip. And by the way, I am doing this with my non-dominant hand, so bear with me. Bear with me. We're just using some Mia Secret nail prep, dehydrator, and primer. Once again, you do not have to put these products on the tip. Just make sure your whole nail is covered by it. I tend to prime twice. That's just me. You don't have to. I just do. Okay. We're going to be back once we're done laying the red acrylic. So stay tuned if you want to see that. And we're back now that we have all the red laid down. So with this one on the pinky, it's going to be an ombre. This one is going to have a full cover over it, so I can have that the red underneath. And then we're going to have a smile line on this one. I'm going to show you how to file this before you put that red, so you can have that crisp line. And then this one on the pinky is going to be an ombre as well. So let's get started on the filing of the one that's going to be a French tip. You're going to scoot your stuff out of the way, because what you don't want is product to fly in there. What you're going to do is take a 180 grit file and take that and just start your shaping of your free edge right there of that smile line, so it can be nice and crisp. At this point, you can also whip out your drill and get that cuticle right at this moment. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get our drill. I'm about half speed on this with my drill. We're going to file that cuticle. Make it nice and flush before you even begin to move on to the rest of you can see I'm just going around that cuticle, making it nice and flush. So now you're going to start your process of the other colors. And with the ombre ones, you're going to use clear to cap it off. So with the ombre ones, get the dust off your fingers before you start. And take your little brush, get the dust that you just accumulate from doing that little filing. Get the dust off and start your other processes. With the ombre, you want most of your pigment to be there before you start sweeping down so it can cover. You're going to get another bead for that cuticle area. Just going to sweep that color down. So again, you're going to go to that cuticle area. You're going to sweep down. Make sure you're cleaning your sides so it's not flooding everywhere. And mind you, bear with me, this is my non-dominant hand. We're gonna have a little bit of spillage. Like I said, this is my non-dominant hand. We're not trying to have that much. And if you feel like that ombre isn't where you wanted it, you can take a little of your red and go back in, fix it to where it's where you want it. Now we're going to do the full colored one, the one where it's going to be full color over the red. So this one, you can just start right at your cuticle and make your way all the way down the nail, covering up all that red. If you feel like a little product is like stuck somewhere and you can't get it with your brush, take a cuticle pusher, the sharper end of the cuticle pusher, and get that off so it's not on your skin anymore. And continue with your process. Might take a few beads. You don't want to just slap product on there. Do what makes you feel comfortable. You might not be comfortable with just going straight on with one bead methods or stuff like that. Me, I'm not. I like mine to be maybe in a few beads, you know. Might be others like me. But do what makes you comfortable to achieve the look. Okay, as you see, it's still just a little bit see-through right there where you can still see that red. We're going to make sure you don't see that. It's okay if you see just a little peeking out, but you want majority of it covered. You take a small bead and put it at that tip. Covering that product, and once you're happy with that, you're going to cap in clear. You're going to cap in clear. Once you're happy with that, we're going to be back when it's time for the filing. Okay, we have all the acrylic laid. It's time for the filing process. Trust me, they look like this now, but when we're done, they're going to be snatched, okay? We're going to use our 100 and 180 grit hand file. I will list the description to these on my description. Start. Just snatch that shape back. Snatch it back to life for the skull. Okay. And right now I am using the 100 side. Like I said, we're going to snatch it back to the skull. Your nails tend, like the shape does tend to go out. So you're going to want to get that shape back. Like I said, you kind of want to get that shape back. If you have any like excess on the sides, make sure you're like pinching that so it can lift, so it can prevent lifting from your nails. Try to move your skin back if you need to. Get that shape back. Snatch. Like I said, you're going to want to snatch those sides back and alternate. I said, try to pinch like the side of the nail. See where the extra is. All you do is just get up under that. Dial it away. Once you start hitting that extra in its bone, you start hitting where that shape needs to come back in. Excuse me. Ooh, man, I'm clumsy today. But we all clumsy on some days, so just get that shape back. Like I said, I'm using a 100 grit side to snatch that shape back. And don't do this because you'll dig into that. So you really want to hold your file straight, okay? Straight out. Straight out. You don't want to fold it like this or up like this and go in like that. You want to be filing straight off that sidewall. Like this. Because if you do like this, you'll be digging in. You want to be flatly. Like y'all want y'all waist snatch. Think of these nails as y'all waist and snatch it in. You don't want extra product and extraness going on. Think of that as that. Snatch it in. Like you want your body snatched, you want your nails snatched. Give them the same love, same energy. Okay, so we're done with the hand file. Now, what we're going to do is whip out our drill. So whip out our drill. Turn it on. Once again, we're going to get around those cuticles with our drill. I like this, you know, like I said, if you're not comfortable with this step, you can use your hand file. Just to start off, I'm gonna use a drill, and then at the end you'll see me using my hand file to finish. And you can use your hand file to get underneath that nail better. I will be back when it's time for me to use my hand file to show you how to use that hand file around that cuticle area. Okay, so I have done the cuticle area and all of that good stuff. So now I'm going to show you how to use a hand file around that cuticle area. So you can use like a rounded hand file, use that 180 side and just take it around that cuticle. You're going to use this to contour your top too. But having that round tip really helps you get into those grooves that you want to get into right at that cuticle. Like I said, you're going to use this to contour the top as well as your side. Finish it off, you know. Without any lumps, bumps, or anything that you feel. Notice I'm moving my hand back and forth. I'm not moving the file. The file is still straight. It's easier for me that way to just leave the file straight. And then I move my finger the way I need to. Now for like those sides, I can move that file up and down. We're gonna shorten this nail up a little bit. Check down all the barrels of the nail. Check your thickness and once again, you're going to take that side, the round side, and get around that cuticle. Get around that cuticle real good. You want that as flush as possible to prevent lifting. You don't want nothing flooding that area. See how I got a nice high apex on that nail? That nail is strong. You see that? From every angle, you see where the apex is. Make sure your longer nails have that apex. You do not want your nails to not have that because they will break off, and that's not what you want. So, this is how you would use the hand file to, you know, contour the top of this. I'm just snatching in the tip a little more. Snatching in the tip a little more. gonna do that to both of the sides of this nail. Not as narrow as I would like it. You know, you can do this at any point in time. Once you start looking at the nail, you notice, okay, one side is, you know, not as in as you need it. You can put your hand file, taking those sides a little bit more if you like. Like, once again, we're gonna contour. Make sure that free edge is straight. So yeah, I'll be back when it's time to design. Okay, we're back. Time to design. We're going to do the little design on the nails. Just picking at this. So as we showed you earlier, it's going to be these little designs right here on the nail. This is what we're doing. We're going to be duplicating this onto this. Are you ready? Let's go! Okay, so we have our palette, we have our nail art brush. So the ones that are very simple, we're going to do those first, which would be hanging my polish open. We're going to get some white out onto the palette. Nicely, again, loosen out here on it. You want to run out in the middle of the process. So, like I said, first things first is this simple one right here. This simple one right here with the ombre with just the white border, which will be the thumb and the pinky. We're just gonna go ahead and get that on the. The shapes are different, but the same design is. Once again, I am using my non-dominant hand with this. So, I also did a poll for this on Facebook, and the red actually won. So I'll insert it after I'm done with the design so you can see the poll. I will insert it so you can see it. I did a poll on Facebook. We're going to actually clear that, so we can put a second coat of white on it so it can be nice and opaque. You don't want no spots or splotches or anything polish. So we're gonna cure that for 60 seconds, and we'll be back. Okay, it's been 60 seconds. Now we're back. We're going to once again with that white. Here for 60 seconds. Okay, now we're gonna do the foil gel one. So, got this pretty foil. I'll link the description in the box for them as well. We're gonna use this one. I'm gonna just get some little cutting scissors. Okay. Put it right back into the slot. Now we're going to put the foil gel on. And this red tip one is going to have foil gel as well for the butterfly that has to go on it. You don't want to put this on too thick either because then it won't dry properly. So thin coats of it. We're going to dry the foil gel for 60 seconds. Okay, so now that it's dry, we're going to take the butterflies and we're going to place them onto the nail, pushing them into that foil gel that we have cured earlier. Make sure you press it down really good. Okay, and then we're gonna take the foil and put the butterfly right in the middle of that one, pressing it down evenly and ensuring that it's getting all the way on the nail, every piece of that butterfly. Now what we're gonna do to those are we're gonna top coat everyone that we have done except for the middle one, and then we're going to do the design for the LV on that. So we're going to top coat. Fill that forward. Also going to seal the ones that have the border as well. Okay, so now we're going to put those in the lap for 60 seconds. Okay, now that we have that butterfly on there, we're going to put a white border around it as well. Okay, now that we have that border, we're also gonna go ahead and put the L and the V on the nail as well. We're gonna go ahead and finish that up. That V's gonna like start somewhere at the end of here. And you're gonna drag that line down through your L and back up. And I'm not liking the placement of that, so I'm actually gonna remove it and start over. The placement is kind of off. All you gotta do is just take your little lint-free pad and a little bit of your monomer and come straight off. Straight off. Okay. So we're gonna redo that. Everybody fails at something sometime. Okay? So we're gonna put that L a little more in the middle. Now we're going to start that V. We're going to do that line once again. Make it as straight as possible going forward. Just like that. And for the other side. Like I said, that V, the top of that V is going to wind up above that. You see that? See that? And then you're going to bring that other side of that V up a little higher. And cross it like that. See that? Now we're going to cure that for 60 seconds. Okay, now we're going to go over the color again. We messed up our little border, so we're going to add some white back into it and fix it. Sometimes you bump your fingers when you put them into the lamp. We're going to, like I said, go over that white. We're going to pop that in the lamp for the final cure of the logo. Okay, now we're going to top coat and put some cuticle oil on, and we'll be done. 60 seconds in the video. Okay, now we have the cuticle oil. We're going to finish those up with a little cuticle oil. Like I said, I got the cuticle oil from my local Walmart for about $5 and some change. Make sure you condition underneath your nail as well. Go ahead and get that little rub. And there you have it, a Louisville inspired nail set. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Click like, click share, and comment, and subscribe if you have not been here before. See you again.